I divorced my husband after he hid having 2 kids from me for our entire relationship. I'm completely child-free by choice. I got sterilized years ago and made it crystal clear to everyone I dated that kids were never happening. I run my own honeymoon planning business, travel constantly, and love my freedom. When I met Jake 3 years ago, I told him on our second date that I never wanted children. He said he was totally fine with that and never wanted kids either. We moved in together, got engaged, and married last year. Everything seemed perfect. I make really good money working maybe 20 hours a week, while Jake works crazy long shifts as a nurse, sometimes 16 hours straight. We kept our finances mostly separate except for a joint account for bills. I inherited my grandmother's house, so we lived there together. Last Monday, Jake came home looking nervous and asked if we could talk. He sat me down at our kitchen table and said he hadn't been completely honest about something important. My stomach dropped because I thought maybe he was cheating or had gambling debts or something. Then he dropped the bomb. He told me he has 2 kids, a 10-year-old son and 7-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. He'd been paying child support this whole time, but hiding it by calling it something else in his bank statements. I was speechless. This man looked me in the eye for 3 years and lied about having children when he knew how I felt about kids. But then it got worse. He said he wanted to file for 50-50 custody so he could cut his child support payments in half. He explained that the support money was eating into his fund budget and he wanted to be able to spend money like I do. Since I work from home sometimes, he figured I could just watch them when he was at work, like it was no big deal. I told him he was absolutely insane if he thought I was going to become a stepmom to kids I never knew existed. I reminded him that I'm sterilized specifically because I never wanted children in my life, not even someone else's. That's when he got nasty. He said I should step up and help so he could have more money for himself. He claimed the kids wouldn't be much trouble since they were older and could mostly take care of themselves. He actually expected me to sacrifice my child-free life so he could save money. I looked him dead in the eye and told him if he filed for custody, I would divorce him immediately. We had a prenup that protected all my assets since I brought way more money and property into the marriage. I would keep my business, my house, and all my savings. Jake completely lost it and started calling me selfish and heartless. He said I was being ridiculous and that most women would be happy to help raise his kids. I told him he should have married one of those women instead of lying to someone who never wanted children. The next morning, I called my lawyer. Turns out hiding the existence of his children during our entire relationship counted as marriage fraud. I could get an annulment instead of just a divorce. Jake packed his stuff and moved out that same week. I'm officially single again and couldn't be happier about it.